sir.
Good evening. How are you all?
Fine,
Fine,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, nice to see you all. So I'm going. I'm going to talk about present perfect. So present perfect is. I'm just going to look at all the rules. There are 4 rules, I think. One is connecting the past and now, right? So examples, I have gone to my grandfather's house because he gives a lot of snacks for me. Connecting the past, right? Say, I have lost my key, right? I have lost my key. So I don't know when I lost it, but I had just now, I haven't found it. So that is connecting the past and now it's connecting. Still, I haven't found it. So that is good example for rule number 1. I have lost my key. Yeah. So I just put I have lost my key. Right. That's a good example. So rule number 2 is new. So is there any new information and a recent happening that we can use? That's present perfect, right? Say, for example, is new information is sort of, my sister has got through the exam. Right. So that's the new information because I'm telling you all that my sister has got through the exam, right? So when you look at, say that that's a present perfect, but got through is phrasal verb, right? Phrasal verb, when you use phrasal verb, got through, right? That means past, right? Go. So I just put phrasal verb, got through. That's the meaning, past, right? Past
Excuse
the exam.
me, sir.
So just give me a sec, and then I will ask you all. That's what the rule number, you had to follow the rules, class rule, right? That is, I finish, and then you ask questions. I'll give you the question, question time, then you can ask whatever you want to ask, okay? Just give me a sec, right? So that's rule number 2. My sister has got through the exam. That's the new information or recent happening. Recent happening is, so I have cut my fingers while cutting vegetables. That is recent happening, or you can say new information, right? I have cut my fingers while cutting vegetable, right? So to extend this, like, make a sentence longer, you just add in the kitchen, right? So this is how you extend the sentence, right? Okay, I have cut my fingers while cutting vegetable in the kitchen, right? Okay. So that is, I just put the example again, highlight green, right? So when you look at this one, this is called present perfect. I have cut. All right, I have cut my fingers, right? So that's the present perfect. I'm talking about present perfect, yeah? So rule number 3. So you can use all 3. Just already did. When you are using this preposition, basically you have to use present perfect, right? Say, for example, the train has just arrived. Arrived. I want to extend this sentence. Just arrived on platform number 3, right? So when you can see that just, when you use just, you can say has just arrived, right? And I'm going to give another example using already. I have already done my homework. I have already done my homework. Right. So that is called, so we are using the present perfect. The other one is yet, when you are using yet. So I just want to, my mom hasn't come back yet. Just put yet from the market, from the fish market. So she went to the market to buy fish, but my mom hasn't come back yet from the fish market, right? So that's, you can see the yet. That is, when you are using yet, right? So you can use the, you can see this is a present perfect, but negative sentence. It's called negative sentence. Okay, so that's rule number 3. Yeah, rule number 4 is when you are using recently, since, in the last few days, today, this morning, this evening, this week, this fortnight, this year, the first, second, third time, right? So when you are using all this, so you have to use present perfect. Say, example is I it has rained recently. So when you're using the recently, so this is present perfect, right? Present perfect, but recently is the adverb. When you are using it, you got to use it, right? Okay, then since. Since 3 p.m. So that is past, right? 3 p.m. It has rained. Since 3 p.m. it has rained. So until now, from 30 to now, right? So since 3 p.m. it has rained, right? So that is another example, right? Or you can, so in the last few days, right? In the last few days, I have been sick. I have been sick in the last few days. I have been sick, so I have been, right? Here, that's a present perfect. I have been sick in the last few days, right? That's, so when you are using in the last few days, you got today. If it is today, right? I say I haven't done my homework. I haven't done my homework today. I haven't done my homework today. You can say that. I haven't. That's the present perfect, but negative sentence. That's negative. So, so you got to look at this one and focus, because I'm going to ask you a lot of questions, right? Don't tell me I don't know. I'm thinking this thing. I don't want to see any excuses. You have to stay focused on what I'm talking about, because spending too much time when you're explaining. So if you don't focus, you won't be able to answer my questions, right? So here, always when you come to a class, you have to focus, right? Right. That next one is that's today. You can see that today. This morning, right? This morning, my close friend has come back from the UK, United Kingdom, UK. I put the United Kingdom because there are few kingdoms. Yeah, that's why that is plural. That's why you always use the UK, not UK, the UK. So when it has come back, so that come back is phrasal verb, right? So this is this is this morning. Same as you can say this evening. You can say this evening my dad has come back or hasn't come back from work, not the work, from work. Yeah. So that is this evening. Because I'm going to ask you a question about all this, how using this thing, right? So you have to keep focused, right? So I'm going to ask you first, do you have any questions? Then I will ask you questions, right? This evening in the same way, you can use it. Say this week, right? This week, okay? This week. This week, we have had sports carnival. This week we have had, look at clearly, carefully, have had, that is present. Had mean, right? Sports car. So that activity, right? So have, if I put have in front of this one, that's called past participle. Have, so have got, I just give you an example. Have got two meaning. One is we use have, we use it for past perfect, present perfect. Other one is use present perfect. Other meaning is the activity, right? Have a swim, have a. So that's the, we have sports carnival mean we, that happened, right? So that is the meaning, another meaning of have, right? Yeah. Okay. So, activity, I have activity. So here you got to understand, because a lot of people, they don't understand why you put have again, had, and all these things. Very simple as this. Here had is verb, right? Past participle of have. That verb have meaning is activity. Have a swim, right? That is, you are swimming. That's a have a swim, means that's the verb, right? But when you put this have is basically present perfect, right? That's why we put have had, right? I have had lunch. That's today I have had a nice lunch. That means today, I told you before, you can use today and make sentence with present perfect, right? So this is a lot of time people make mistake. I am writing again to emphasize it. I have had a nice lunch with my relatives. I have had, this had is the verb, other one is present perfect, right? Okay. So when I ask question, don't just say, I have a nice lunch. Don't, because people make so much mistake. I just want to put today, you can put today in front of that sentence, or you can put here as well, either here or here. And you are putting back, so you that's got to be right. I have had lunch. So you can use at the front or at the back. That's it, right? So English is to a certain extent very easy. Very, I would say easy. If you follow the rules. And you not only follow the rules, you understand the rules. Okay? So you try to understand first, right? You can't just say, because that's why I ask questions to understand whether you understand the English I taught you, right? So this, I'm talking about this week, same thing. This year, I'm using it. This year, we have had a heavy rain. We have a heavy rainfall. I can say rainfall. So this year we have had a heavy rainfall the whole year. So that means this year, say January, from January 2023, and now say July 20. So far, that's why I said connecting, right? Okay. But when you are using this years, you have to use this. You can't simply say we have a heavy rainfall. No, that's wrong. Yeah. So you should know how to use rules. You should know what is right, what is wrong. Then only when you are answering questions, you put the right answer. Right. So the second time, okay. So the first time, I have been to Australia. So you can see the present perfect. Yeah. So when you are using the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, all time, you have to use present perfect. Yeah. So that's my explanation for present perfect. And again, I want to emphasize there are 4 rules. Rule number 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to ask questions from all rules one by one. Before that, I'm going to allow you all to ask questions. If you have any doubt, you're not sure about what sir is talking about, you can ask question, right? Then when I ask question, you should not know, sir, I didn't understand. And this is the question time. You ask questions, right? Not after. This is the question time. So, okay, if someone wants to ask question, put their hands up and then ask question. Right, Sashwin, your turn, man. First, Sashwin. Unmute and ask the question.
Sir, I don't know what I don't know. I don't know. Understand the had the present perfect the rule 4.
Right. So before that, when you're asking question, you have to clearly ask the question, right? You can't say, I don't know this. You know, when you're asking, sir, I can't understand the rule number 1 or rule number 2. That's how you had to ask the question. When you're asking question, you have to be, you know, because that makes sense to me, right? Right? Because when you're asking, you should know, I don't know. That is, it doesn't make any sense to me, right? When you're asking question, you ask, so I can't understand rule number 1. I can't understand, or you can ask, sir, can you explain, right? So you have to ask the correct question, right? Okay. So now your chance. Say again?
Can you explain me the rule number 4? I don't understand.
Rule number 4. Okay, good boy. That's how you ask question. Good. So rule number 4, when you look at, just look at this. Say this recently. That's adverb. Since is called preposition. These are the words. When you are using these words, right, in the sentence, so you only can use what you call present perfect. That's rule number 4. I have said recently, since, that's a word, right? In the last few days, that's a one, you know, we use it as a sort of, collective words, but that you can't separate like in the last, no. It is one collective word, right? In the last few days. Then today, when you are using this thing, you have to mean you must, right? You have to use present perfect. I have given the example, right? It has rained recently, right? So that means, right? It has rained recently. Since 3 p.m., it has mean that they sort of, it has rained. Now stopped, right? It is not raining now, but from 3 o'clock, that's that English word is since 3 p.m. it has rained, but now stopped. It's not raining anymore, right? So the other one is in the last few days. Now, last few days mean கடைசி நான் கடைசி கொஞ்ச நாளாக தமிழ்ல சொல்ல போனேன். Right? நான் sick-ஆ இருந்தேன். I had been sick. I had been, that is present perfect. I am sick. I am sick is simple present, right? So present perfect is I have been sick. Right? So that is, say, I am sick. That is basically, I am sick. That is, now I'm sick. Right? But here I'm saying I have been sick. நான் சோமில்லாமல் இருந்தேன். Right? கடைசி 3-4 நாளையாலேயோ கடைசி கொஞ்ச நாளே. So I have been sick in the last few days. Right? When you're connecting past and the now. I told you before, right? But in the last few days, when you are using it, you've got to use. You can't use this. Say, you can't use this. It doesn't make sense. Because you want to say, 3 நாளையாலையோ அல்லது கொஞ்ச நாளையா நான் சிக்கா இருந்தேன் சொல்றது போற நான் சிக்கா இருந்தேன். அப்ப சருக்கு தெரியாது எவ்வளவு நாள் சிக்கா இருந்தேன். I am sick and சொன்னா இப்ப நான் சோமிலா இருக்கிறேன், I am sick, right? Then my interpretation is you are sick now, not yesterday, day before yesterday, no. But when you say in the last few days, that my understanding is, say, Saturday, Sunday, right? Or maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. About 4 days are sick, இருந்தாக்கு அதை ஒரு ஆளுக்கு விளங்கப்படுத்துறது. If you are trying to tell someone, you have been sick for that, so you got to use I have been sick. You can't simply say for Thursday later you've been sick, I'm sick. So that it's called, communication. In the communication, you had to give clear explanation, clear message to the other person, right? Because you are talking, right? In Tamil, when you are talking, en varela, right? En varela, nala somillam irundha. You don't say en varela and I'm sick irukren. You can't say that. I'm sick irukren and varela. That makes sense, yeah? So in English also, when you are talking, it should make sense. Right? Okay, you can't just put, I was sick now. Because my interpretation is you were sick, but now you are okay. Right? But when you are using in the last few days, I have been sick until now, right now, when I talk to someone, I'm saying I was sick, right? So just before that I was sick, but now I am not sick anymore, right? I have been sick in the last. Same thing with today. I haven't done my homework. Today, when you're saying today, you have to. You have to mean you must. Okay, same thing with this morning. My close friend has come back from the UK, right? This morning, this week, then this year, the first time I have won medal, first time, you have to use it. So that's called rule. So you can't break the rule. That's the rule. In English language, there are rules how to use the verb and preposition or all the tenses and things. There is a rule. So I'm teaching you the rule so that I'm teaching you the rule as well as giving you the example so that you can also look at, understand, and then you can apply or construct the sentences using these rules. Saswin, tell me, you have what question, Mahan?
That's all, sir. Thank you for the explanation.
Okay. I think, Girichiyamma, I think you put your hand up, right? So what's your question, please?
Sir, in rule 1, sir, I have a bit confused. Can we use like I have been go to Japan or I have gone to Japan?
So rule number 1, so basically connecting the past and now, right? Simple as that, right? So rule number 1, so that's what I said. I have lost my key. Still, I haven't found it, but I lost it. I don't know when, maybe, 2 weeks ago. Still, I haven't got it. So I'm connecting the past and now still I haven't got it. So in that case, I have lost my key. So what's your example, please?
I have been to Japan.
I have been to Japan, right? So that is simple rule number 1. That's perfect, right? I have been, because I have been. So that is past. And now, so you've been to, right? This period, you've been to. So not now, right? If you say in Japan, I am in Japan now, right? But you've been to Japan. Perfect. Yeah? Any other question?
No, sir. Thank you.
So even you can put I have just been to Japan. You can put just mean, not long ago, right? So I have just been to Japan, right? But when you are putting, so you can use in Japan, I have been to Japan, right? Okay, so you can put in Japan. I have been to. I have been to Italy. I have been to Australia. I have been to Sydney, not in. Okay, so that is, the preposition is to. Anyone else got a question? So now looks like everyone got another question. I've got a question, right? So I'm going to ask the question now, okay? So from rule number 1, right? You can use these verbs, right? You can use this verb under rule number 1, or you can choose your own verbs and tell me one example from rule number 1. So start from 7. Rule number 1. Make a sentence, please.
I will make with pleasure.
Sorry?
I will make a sentence with play.
Yeah.
I have played chess with my friends.
I have played chess with your friend. Right. Yeah. So basically connecting the past and the now, right?
Yes, sir, the past and now.
Right, okay, good. So Grichikama, your turn.
I have gone to my friend's house because I want to have sleepover with her.
Okay, very good, Mama, very good. Okay, now Suspend, smart boy, your turn.
Yes, sir.
I know
I'm
you
ready
can make a good sentence, yeah?
Yes, sir. I'm ready to answer the question. I have cooked several dishes from. I have cooked
It's
several
not clear,
dishes.
son. It's not clear. Yeah, say again.
Now, yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear now. Yeah.
All right, sir. I have cooked several dishes in a 5-star restaurant.
Great boy, great. That's very good. Thank you. Next, Ratishan.
I just draw, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So example from rule number 1.
I'll say what I'll say a sentence with draw.
Okay, yeah.
I have drawn this wonderful picture.
Okay, great. Yeah, I have drawn wonderful picture. Great. Okay.
This wonderful picture.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Loga Priyama, you there?
Yes,
Is
sir.
she there? Yeah. Rule number 1. So can you give me the make a sentence using rule number 1?
Yes, sir. I have gone to my friend's house because he has an accident.
Okay. So I have gone to my friend's house to see her because she had a you can say she has had an accident, right? She has had an accident recently. So there are basically two present perfect, right? Good. So I'm just writing down because, you know, everyone can, because others also look at, right? So what here? I have gone to see my friend who has had accident recently. Say, you can say that have gone, that is present perfect again. This one, this is also present perfect. Say when you are using recently, you can use, you have to use present perfect. So I just put, sorry, I just put an accident. Because we are talking about one accident and we use articles here, right? An accident. Okay, thank you, Amma. So who is the other? So all answered, right? How about Savan? You have given the example. You have structured.
I was the first one, sir. I was the first
Okay,
one.
sorry. Okay, I move on to rule number 2. Okay, this is about new information and a recent happening, right? So Savin is the first. Unmute, son, and tell me the construct the sentence. Rule number 2. New
My
information.
brother.
Yeah, your brother.
My brother has cooked rice and fish for my mother.
Cooked rice and what?
Rice and fish.
Fish, rice and fish. Okay, yeah. Fish curry, yeah?
Yes, sir, for my mother.
Oh, my mother. Okay.
Sir, yes.
Okay, my brother has cooked rice and so has cooked rice. And so that's that's a bit, so it comes under recent happening, right? Because yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Please unmute and okay. Richam, your turn. Rule number 2.
My friend has opened a new art gallery.
My friend
has opened a new art gallery.
Has, right? Has opened, right? Has opened.
Yeah, has.
Open what?
A new art gallery.
New apps, yeah? Is that right?
No, art gallery.
Sorry, new art gallery. Okay, art gallery. That's very good, Amma. Very good example. Has opened, right? Okay. So now, Sasvin, your turn, son.
Yes, sir.
I like to say long sentence, okay?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I have made a model car for my relative because I'm expert in it.
Okay, I have made model cars,
a model car for my relative.
My relatives, yeah, my relatives. So, or if you are saying just one relative, you can say my relative, yeah. For my relative.
Because I am expert in it.
So in normally in English we can use I am good at it, good at it. So it's more like, English people talking, right? Because I am
Yeah,
good
all
at
right,
it.
sir.
But whatever you said is correct. But I would like to sort of, like you all to talk in a sort of native English people sort of talk, right? I'm good at it.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So that's
All right,
why
sir.
people, when people listen, people think that you have got good English knowledge and good this, right?
I
Sometimes
use this
in
word.
the future, I'll show you some idioms as well. You can add idioms, so then people think that you are really a good, like close to English people, yeah, or English speaking people. I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. That's good, really good. I have made. That's the present perfect. So he has used it and structuring the sentence is really good because that's the new information because he had made model cars, new information, right? Everyone should focus what I'm talking about, please. Rule number 2, who is the next? Suspend. Lokaprima, your turn. This you have to talk about new information or recent happenings. I think I have given a couple of examples. I've cut my fingers, or I have cut my fingers, or while cutting, something like that. But your own way of long sentence would be really appreciated. Okay, yeah.
Okay, sir. My mom has a headache because she works hard.
So my mom has,
Headache.
what did you say? Mom has?
Headache.
Yeah, but that is where I clearly told you before, has is, just you are talking about now, right? But we are talking about new information. So you have to use present perfect. So you got to say has had headache. That's why you got to listen what I'm saying, right? My mom has had headache, right? Okay. So here, this is called present perfect, right? If you put just
Another one.
yeah, so if you put say I delete that had, so this is my mom has headache, man. So she's still having headache, but new information. You are talking about new information, so she may have now also, but new information. When you are talking new information, she may have now. She could have now also. So my mom has had. Then only that is called present perfect. If you put has only, that is not that is present tense. Can you see the difference? Please
Yes, sir.
just focus on. Right. Okay, another example, Amma, as you wish. Okay.
Sir, because she works hard.
Sorry?
Because she works hard.
So here pronunciation is also important, Amma. When you are sort of, I hear when you say it's not, pronunciation here is heard, H-U-R-T, heard, right? Because, right, she was heard, right? So here pronunciation is important, right? Heard, because when you say heart, I thought heart, heart. So heart is this. H-E-A-R-T, heart. So I was confusing whether you're talking about the heart. Oh, so pronunciation is very important. Pronunciation. Right. So when pronunciation of hurt, H-U-R-T, hurt. So can you please tell again, hurt? Say the sentence again, please.
Hurt.
Now, Logapriyamma, say the sentence again. I want to see how you pronounce it.
Had a headache because she was hurt.
Hurt. That's good. Right. Very good. Sir, can you tell me another example, please, or another sentence? One more sentence for you.
My little brother has wrote
that is past tense. Right is a verb. You have to use past participle. So what is past participle of right? Written. R-I-T-T-E-N. Written. So my little brother has written. So I just give you always a present perfect is as plus, because I put plus, sorry. Plus past participle. So important is plus has or have, right? Depending on the plural or singular. Plus past participle, right? So my little brother has past participle of right is written. Has written what? A story? What's up? Finish the sentence, please.
A homework, sir.
Has written. No, you can't say has written homework. You can't use written, right? Homework, it doesn't make sense, right? So sentence is very important. You can use only homework, has done homework, not written the homework. Say written, has done homework. Because when you are talking something, it should make sense. Right? In English, that makes sense. So that's why you had to practice, or you had to look, you had to have your own self-study as well. Right? So, because I'm not going to talk about every day, how you put that in, because I have got 1 hour to talk about it, right? So you got to go and search. Has done homework, not has written homework. No. So I'll use the, okay, I'll put another sentence, right? Put up another sentence. My brother has written a story. So that is where has written. So that is written is sort of writing a story, writing a letter, has written a letter, right? So you got to understand where that's sort of, the verb you can use, letter, right? Or essay, right? Okay. So these things you got to read some, in the do you have access to Google? You can access Google and find out all these things. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have Google, sir. I search every day if I don't have any mistake or what like that.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Good. So
Sir, I want to answer. I want to say example, sir.
Yeah. Just give me a sec, son, right? Okay. Lower Priyama, when you are at home, you got to do a bit of search. As Saswin said, he does all these things. He's very smart boy, I know, in this class, right? Because he does his work, like doing search and, right? So you make sure when you are telling something that is more appropriate, right? Because end of the day, if you are talking about something, so the other person listening, that person should be able to understand what you are talking about, right? So when you say, my little brother has written homework, that doesn't make sense. The written won't go with homework. So you can say, my little brother has finished his homework, so started his homework, done his homework, that's fine. Not written, if written story, letter, essay, right? Even the homework, or even you can put assignment also. So, okay, Ritishan, please give me an example.
I have baked a delicious cake for my brother's birthday because I like him so much.
Very good, son. Very long sentence. I really like it, the way you put it. It's very creative. I like it. I love it, right? Keep it up, son, right? Okay.
Sir?
Very nice, yeah? Very nice sentence.
I have written a big sentence for the third one, sir. Rule number 3.
Right, yeah, just give me, I can't, because I have got only 4 minutes. I'm going to ask from the top to bottom, start with Savan. So rule number 3. So, Savan, rule number 3, you can use either just or already or yet, right? You can use one of them. You don't need to use because we don't have enough time. Okay. So your turn, son. Savan.
I'll go with the already, sir.
Okay, good boy. Wait.
My brother has already done his homework.
I can't hear. So my brother has already.
My brother have already done his homework because today is his school.
Okay, so so he has already sent the homework. Okay, that's good. So next one is Gritsiama. Your turn. You can use either of them.
I have.
Which one are you going to use it? Yeah, already. Okay, yeah.
I have already done.
You have already done
my biology project with my team members.
Okay, great. Thank you. Next one is Saswin.
All right, sir. Here we go. They have just arrived to their country because there has been some issues for them to reach their country.
Great. Thank you, son. Thank you. Ritishan, your turn.
Okay, sir. He just cooked a very delicious meal for us.
Has just cooked delicious food. Okay, that's good. Loka, okay, mute please. Loka Priyam.
Okay, sir. I have already done my lunch.
You have, Varama, you have already done?
My lunch.
Okay, ma. Here is the issue is, it doesn't make sense. I have already done my lunch, yeah? What are you trying to say? You had some, or you prepared? You prepared, or what's sort of done is sort of with lunch?
Lunch.
Sorry?
I already done my lunch. I eat finish lunch.
Okay, so I have done, so yeah, so you just, if you can say, I just, in this lunch thing, I have just had my lunch. That's how English, that's how you speak English, right? So you got to say, I have just had my lunch. Really, that's how you speak. You don't speak like I have done my lunch. No, there's no meaning of it. That's what you got to sort of understand. How we speak English. You can't just throw English. You can't connect anything like a verb and something that is not relevant, right? You can't just say I have done my lunch. Say another one I can say is I have just prepared my lunch. So that clear, it's clear. Prepared mean you prepare the lunch, yeah? Or I had mean I have eaten lunch, yeah? I have just had my lunch.
Sir, I can say one sentence.
Another sentence? Yeah, please.
I have just prepared my bag.
Prepared your bed, yeah?
Yes, bag. School bag.
Bag? School bag?
Yeah.
Okay, I have just prepared. So what is you are trying to say? Prepare your bag. What's that? Is that what you tell me? What do you mean by prepared my bag? What is it?
I put in book is in the bag and I prepare.
Okay, so that is because that's not clear. I'm not sure what I can. So I have say just arranged or packed, or we normally talk in English here. I have just packed my bag. So that means you put all the things necessary for the schooling. So you put in the bag. I packed it, right? Put all the things in there, or pack the lunch. So prepared means still that doesn't make sense in English. Prepared my bag. You have to be, when you are giving information, you have to be so clear about what you are talking. Don't say, don't interpret from Tamil to English. Sometimes it doesn't work, right? So so you make sure that whatever you say, that makes sense in English. Maybe Tamil it could be, நான் பேக் என்ன தமிழ்ல என்ன சொல்றேன், பேக் எல்லாத்தையும் தமிழ்ல சொல்லுங்கம்மா என்னண்டு பேக்.
நான் பேக்ல புத்தகங்களை அடிக்கிறேன்.
அப்ப பேக்ல புத்தகங்களை அடுக்குன்னு சொன்னா in English I have just put all my books, or you can put school books. Sorry. In my bag. So this makes sense. I have just put all my school books in my bag. But you're trying to say I have prepared. That is not right, okay? So you clearly, this is called clear information. If you are talking to someone, say you are talking to your mom, say mom is sort of, English speaking lady, then you say, I have just put all my books, just put. Just done, right? Done my homework. Just finished washing my face. There are so many things you can say, yeah? But I think my advice is you got to read things, or Google, read things, understand, and the structure. Because in Google, you can see a lot of things, the structure, how they make that structure. Because you can't just come to the class with sort of, making some sentence using all the rules, and you should know exactly how it should be connected, right? Verb and the noun, how it is connected is important. That only you can't sort of you can't get that sort of information from this 1 hour class. So you had to do your own work. So please look into this, and I think it's already time is up.
Sir, I want to tell another sentence, sir.
But his time is up. So is that someone is outside and security is coming to pick up your phone, or you still can stay?
We can still say, sir. We are going to give the phone, sir. So I have already.
They won't come. We must go.
Right. So then you go for it.
Okay, sir. I have already gone to America because I wanted to prove my English skills so that I can talk to people that are also skilled in it.
Okay, very good, son. Very good. You are very much enthusiastic, very much motivated. So you have got good future, right? You have got a good future. Yeah. Very good. Ritishan. Okay, thanks, sir. Ritishan, you want to go for it?
Okay, sir. I'll try another one.
Use yet.
Okay, sir. Okay, I made a mistake, but my mom haven't scolded me yet.
You have made a mistake?
But my mom haven't scolded me yet.
But I'm asking you to use yet.
Yes, sir. I've made a mistake, but my mom haven't scolded me yet.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I couldn't hear before. Yeah. I said, okay, yeah. That's really good, son. It's a pretty good, I never expected that. Very much logic, yeah, because you have made mistakes, but still mom hasn't scolded. Mom hasn't scolded yet. That's a really good one. Probably I will ask Grisham, you want to say using yet?
Okay, sir. My sister hasn't come from school yet.
All right. Okay. Good.
Sir, yeah? Can I tell for the yet question, sir?
Okay, Samin, your turn. Yeah. So you use yet.
I have went to all of the country, but I haven't been to Sri Lanka yet.
Oh, good boy. Ola sort of really going, we call in English, we call it, in the car, the cylinders there, we call it firing all cylinders, right? So when the car, there are cylinders there, right? It's a fire, right? Because, fuel goes into the cylinder, it sort of, ignite the sort of fire, then that fuel burns, right? So firing all cylinders means the full force, you get the full energy, the maximum energy you get. So you all are like, firing all cylinders, right? In English, we call it firing all cylinders, mean you are well, energetic, very much. Okay. That's good. good to see you guys. Good to see you that, you all are so much focused as well as motivated, So if anyone wants to say rule number 4, please. Anyone,
Saswin,
I just
sir.
want to, because I'm
Saswin,
just
it is
killing the time.
Saswin.
Until they,
Saswin, sir.
okay.
I want to say.
Saswin, okay, your turn.
Yes, sir. Please. Okay.
Can you see the rule number
Recently,
4? You can use pick anything from here. Okay.
Yes, sir. All right. Recently, it has been a while since I played baseball with my friend Ginny John because we really love it so much.
Okay, great, son. Great. Very good. I love it.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. The Amma, Lokapriyamma, yeah, your turn.
Yes, sir.
Which one you want to use it? Recently,
This year
since
I have had a wonderful year.
this year, very good, Amma, very good. Right.
Can Sarvinto? Can Sarvinto, sir?
Savin, yeah. Okay, your turn, son.
I have been recently. I have been go. This is the first time I have been to India. Is it the correct sentence, sir?
Yeah, so
this is the first
very
time
good. Yeah.
I have been
This
to
is the first
India.
time I have been to India. Great, thank you. Grishkama, your turn.
For the first time, I have won the singing competition.
Okay, very good, very good. Saswin, your turn. Use something else this morning, this evening. Here, I will show you this week, night, this year, second phone. Anything you can.
I already have till, sir, but I'm writing in my book, so you can ask another people and I will tell that one, sir.
All right, Ritishan, you want to go have a go at it?
Okay, sir. I have done my homework creatively this morning. This morning, yeah.
Okay, yes, okay, you have done creatively. Okay, that's good. Because yeah, this morning, great. So Saswin, are you ready?
Almost, sir.
Not yet. Okay, yeah. So I'll ask then Lokapriyamma. So you can make a sentence using this week, this fortnight, or this yeah.
I have done my project in the last few days.
In the last few days. Okay, great. Yeah. Very good, Amma. Thank you. Okay, Savan.
Yes, sir. This morning I have been to my relative house.
Okay, great. That's good. So this morning I have been to my relative's house. That's perfectly okay. So I think you all are now understand all these things, right? So next week I'm going to talk about the present perfect.
Sir, wait, sir. I'm going to tell now.
All right, your turn, Saspen. Go for it.
In the last few days, I have been in my friend's house because I had some questions, so I stayed with their house in their house.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Yeah, thank you. Great. Okay, thank you very much. Nice to talk to you all, and be kind to each other. I'll see you next week. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Bye,
Take
sir.
care.
Have a nice
Bye,
day.
sir.
Thank you
Thank
for
you, sir.
You too.
teaching.
Thank you. Bye bye.